What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Edition 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And today's build video is going to be my FAL spotter is a cheat code build. It's basically an AR spotter build with the FAL, and there's no shield, no in sync, none of that, and I am just smacking people. Like tank builds with shields, done. Anything. It's ridiculous, and I have plenty of gameplay to show you, and it's just from the last couple days, so it is pretty nice to have like a fresh PvP build to sink your teeth into. Just so you know, this is my most aggressive AR spotter build, so just remember that. I am not a fan of armor builds, just so you know, forewarning. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the gameplay because there's quite a bit of it. And then we'll get into like the numbers, we'll compare some things, and then do a build breakdown. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, support the video, and support the channel by subscribing. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. But let's go to the gameplay. Enjoy.
Agent down. Boost about to come online. Boost now active. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Striker Drone detected. Agent down. Boost about to activate. Boost online. The boost is being taken by allies. Allies have acquired the boost. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue Defender Drone detected. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent down. Fixer drone detected.
The enemy can't keep up. They're about to get pulled out.
Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent down. Agent vital signs 0. Serious trauma detected. Agent down. Agent vital signs 0. An agent needs assistance. Stinger hive detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Rogue assault turret detected. An agent needs assistance. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue artillery turret detected. Serious trauma detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Rogue assault turret detected. Rogue Stinger hive detected. Agent down.
Sending you a specialization supply drop.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. An agent needs assistance. Rogue striker drone detected. An agent needs assistance. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Let's get into the numbers. I'll compare a few things and then get into the build breakdown. So that was my spotter. I am not using a shield, and I'm just using an FAL with a spotter. Now, what I usually run in PvP is an all red build with the Eagle Bearer as my primary, and then I usually put on Perfect Glass Cannon. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to show you how the damage differs from the spotter to the Eagle Bearer. So here is the AR spotter build with the FAL, and let's look at some numbers here. So it starts out at 693 and then it goes up to 890. Let's see if I can hit something higher. 888 and 890 again. Okay, so 890 is the highest I can hit on the chest. Now compare that to a Eagle Bearer Perfect Glass Cannon build that I usually run pretty much every day. Alright, so 880 was the highest I could hit. Let's see. So there's 703, 788, 788, 788, yeah, just 788 all the way down. I'm pretty sure I said 880 on the other one, didn't I? So am I hitting around 100,000 more per bullet? Hold on, let's see. 788. Okay, here's the FAL. $891. So I'm hitting for 112,000 more. 890. 891. Yeah. So this hits way harder than my Eagle Bearer Glass Cannon build, and I'm taking 0 incoming damage on top of that. So I don't know. I know the Eagle Bearer has 60 bullets compared to the 40 on the FAL. I also know that the tenacity is a great talent to have, and the Eagle Strike with the accuracy increase is nice to have as well. But this FAL, it hits harder. It smacks. You saw I did some face tank with some tank shield builds, and I was getting them through their shield and all of their armor before they could even get me, and I'm not running any blues at all. So that's pretty crazy. But alright, let's get into the build breakdown. So here is my AR spotter build featuring the FAL. Now starting off at the top with the specialization. For right now, you have to use the Technician specialization to run the build the way I have it, because I am using the linked laser pointer from the specialization. And what that looks like is if you go to the laser pointer for the FAL, you can see it is the linked laser pointer, and it has the Technician specialization logo in the background. So that's how I am using spotter currently, is I am using it with that linked laser pointer. Now I've heard a lot of rumors that the linked laser would proc in sync. It does not, so don't even try it. I'm not a big in sync fan, nor am I a big shield user. So this is my version without a shield, without in sync, none of that crap. I run and gun with this build, and I get a lot of kills with this build. The FAL smacks. It might shoot a little bit slower, but it really hits hard. And especially when you're going up against those tank builds, they just try to face tank you, and as soon as your damage starts to hit them, it's game over. So that's why I'm using the specialization for that linked laser pointer. Now talking about the weapon, have an FAL spotter is a cheat code build without the FAL. So here it is. I am using the FAL SA58 Para. Now this one is sitting at 139.4k total damage with max AR damage, max damage to targets out of cover, and 19.5 health damage. How I'm getting that damage up so high to that like 891 range is with Optimist. So for every 10% ammo missing from my magazine, I get 3% weapon damage. Now that's going to get amplified by the spotter, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now as far as my secondary, I am using the Vector SBR 9mm. This is my favorite Vector in the game because you can get up to 53 rounds in the magazine. Now for this one, I'm at 87.3k total damage with max SMG damage and max damage to armor. That's also with 16% crit chance. Now I am also running Optimus on this as well, and yes, it does hit like a truck. Now for my sidearm, I am using the double barrel sawed-off. You can use whatever it is you want in the game, but for me I'm using this one. It has 1.4 million total damage, and that's with max shotgun damage, 10% damage to armor, and it's also rocking close and personal. Now looking at the build, this is just a typical DPS build. I basically copy and pasted my Eagle Bearer glass cannon, and then I just switched out the chest piece, and that was it. I'm still rocking the 2 Walker Harris. I still have the Contractors, Fox's Prayer, and Coyote's mask. The only difference is I took out Perfect Glass Cannon for spotter, and this thing hits really hard. Now looking at all of the different gear items, let's start with the mask. So I am using the Coyote's mask. Reason being is this does have some pretty good crit to it, and using the Coyote's mask will not only proc more crit chance, crit damage to my build, but also my allies. So this does kind of help out everyone at the same time. And if someone else is rocking Coyote's mask, we could get multiple procs at the same time. Now for this one, it's God rolled, so everything's maxed out. We have max weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. For the mod, I used a max crit damage mod. But the only reason I'm using this mask is for the talent pack Instincts. So based off of the distance I'm hitting an enemy, it gives me and everyone on my team a buff. So 0 to 15 meters, 25% crit damage. 15 to 25 meters, 10 crit chance, 10 crit damage. And then 25 plus meters away, I get 25% crit chance. So, based off of these distances, I'll either get a crap ton of crit chance or a crap ton of crit damage. Now for me, typically, I am somewhere between the 25 meter or I'm within the 10 meter. I'm either really far away from them or I'm up in their face. So either way, I'm either getting 25 crit damage or 25 crit chance. And either way you swing it, this thing is really powerful. Now looking at the backpack, Walker Harris & Co. backpack. Now I am rocking 2 pieces of Walker Harris & Co. for the 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor. I am highly spec'd into those multiplicatives in this build. Now, as far as the attributes, it has max weapon damage, max crit damage, and then 5.5 crit chance. And then I put on there a max crit damage mod. Now, this backpack comes with Vigilance, so my total weapon damage is increased by 25% as long as I do not take damage. If I take damage, it is disabled for 4 seconds. The other piece of Walker Harris & Co. is the holster. Now this one, max weapon damage, crit damage, and headshot damage. Going to the chest piece, I'm rocking the Fenris chest piece with Spotter. Now Spotter, it amplifies your total weapon damage and skill damage by 15% to all pulsed enemies. Now, as long as I am using that FAL, it automatically pulses the enemy when I'm looking at them with the weapon, so it automatically procs the spotter talent. Now, you do not take any more incoming damage like you would in Glass Cannon, so a lot of people are flocking to this talent because you're still getting amplified damage without getting any sort of, disadvantage. Now, the Fenris brand set bonus I get from this build is 10% AR damage. For the attributes, I have max weapon damage, 10.1 crit damage, and 4.5 crit chance. For the mod, I am using a max crit damage mod. Now to the gloves, Contractor's gloves. These are the best in slot gloves because they have the damage to armor attribute. It is a multiplicative damage buff, and it is best in slot. If you want to do damage, you want to make some sort of DPS build, you need to have these items. Now for this one, it's God rolled, so I have max weapon damage and crit damage on top of that damage to armor. And then finally, the Fox's Prayer knee pads, again, best in slot. These are the best for damage builds of any kind. Reason being is they come with the multiplicative damage buff, damage to targets at a cover of 8%. Now these ones, God rolled, I have max weapon damage and crit damage on top of that damage to targets at a cover. So with that and my weapon, I am at 18% damage to targets at a cover. And when I go to my stats, you can see I'm at 13% armor damage on top of that. And with it being an AR, I also get 20% health damage. So I'm actually hitting them even harder when their armor is gone, on top of having, you know, some decent damaged armor. Now, as far as the skills are concerned, I run this two different ways. This is my conflict setup, where I run the Jammer Pulse, and then I run the Explosive Seeker Mine. Now, if I were to go into the Dark Zone, just simply put on a decoy instead of the Seeker Mine, and then that's it. Now this is set up for the Dark Zone. Pretty simple. Now let's finish up with the stats and then get us out of here. Now this is for the FAL. 139.4k weapon damage, 55.7k PvP weapon damage, 31 crit chance, 156 crit damage, 85 headshot damage. That's with 13% armor damage and 20% health damage. Going to the offensive tab, I am rocking 105 all weapon damage bonus with 40% AR damage bonus. So every time I'm using the FAL, I'm starting off with 145% damage bonus total. Now remember, with the gear talents, I'm using Vigilance with Spotter and Pack Instincts from the Coyote's Mask. Defensive tab, 726k armor, 336k health, with 10% explosive resistance and 10% hazard protection. Now this is the disclaimer I do in every single build video. Now my watch level for this build video, I am at 2,742. That means all of these attribute boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. Now, if you are trying to copy and paste this build and get the exact same numbers and results, you need to be at least shade level 1000. So if you are at or above shade level 1000, all of these attribute boxes should be maxed out and you should be good to go to just copy and paste the build. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these attribute boxes will be lower than, you know, mine, because mine are all maxed out. So if they are lower, when you copy and paste my build, some stats might be lower. That does not mean the build is crap. It just means that, you know, you need to get your shade level up. You can still use the build and it will still do a lot of damage and it's going to be really fun to use. However, to get this build at its max potential, you need to be at or above shade level 1000. There you go. And this is my AR spotter build. My FAL spotter is a cheat code build. That's it. It's damage on damage with an FAL, a linked laser pointer with Optimus, and man, does this thing smack. Alright, I hope everyone has a great, day, great weekend, and I will see you guys later. Might do a live stream, who knows. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, please. And let me know in the comment section below what you think about the build. How would you use Spotter? Do you use Spotter on anything other than AR? Let's discuss. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.